Hi everyone, I'm Mangesh Sope. I'm the founder of Peaceful Loans. At Peaceful Loans, we help customers like you who are seeking financing for their dream home to ensure they have a complete peaceful journey during securing this home loan. Our team of experts will guide you at every step to ensure that you save time and money. As we speak, there are millions of consumers across India who are facing the same question in terms of how do I get home loan? How will the bank approve the home loan? What documents do I need? To ensure that you are the best knowledge resource at one place, we are putting up a series of videos which will help you whether you are a first-time home buyer or you're trying to invest in realty, or you're trying to construct your home on a piece of land, or it's meant for expansion of your already existing home. Whichever be the need, Peaceful Loans team would be more than happy to help you out. To book a free consultation call with us, you can click on the link given in the description below this video. So let's look at what is a home loan first, right? Simplistically put, it is you as a consumer having an ability to borrow a lump sum amount from a financial institution, be it public sector banks, be it private banks, be it housing financial corporations, to ensure that you can complete the transaction of purchasing your dream home or extending your home or constructing a new home on the land. Why would bank give you this loan, right? There are no free lunches in life. In return to this lump sum amount which you borrowed from this lender, you return their money in the form of EMI over a certain duration, be it 10 years or to 30 years duration. EMI ensures that you pay the principal and interest both in equal installment over this tenure. During this entire tenure, the legal right to this property belongs to the financial institution till you've paid the home loan completely till the last EMI. Doesn't this sound very, very simple? Of course, but it can get very, very confusing once you start deep diving and start comparing home loan offers from multiple financial institutions. We will look at each of these concepts over the next few videos to ensure you have complete command over the basic concepts and your ability to choose what will ensure that your need of buying a dream home is satisfied at the lowest possible cost. So far we understood what is home loan. Now it's important to understand different types of home loans available in India. Each of this is specifically made to address to consumers different needs. Now, based on your needs, you should choose the right product. But for you to do that, you should know different types of home loan products available by all financial institutions in India. The first type of home loan is the most common type of home loan, is the home purchase loan. In this, there are two types of needs which are covered from a consumer lens. One is when you're buying a brand new property, or the second, where you're buying a resale property. Please note that these properties are only meant for residential properties which you will use to occupy yourself. That's the first type of home loan. First type of home loan which we discussed is applicable for, say, buying apartment or a bungalow which is ready made. Now, if you want to build the entire home from scratch, that means the first step is that you will buy land. And to purchase this land, also financial institutions give you a type of loan which is called as land purchase loan. If you already own a land, as we discussed in previous part, and now you want to construct a home on top of that land, you can avail a home construction loan, which also falls as a type of home loan with most of the financial institutions. But the only caveat here is the disbursement of this loan will happen stage by stage based on planning which your architect provides you with. The next type of subcategory of home loan we should discuss is home improvement or renovation. Whether you want to upgrade your kitchen, whether you want to fix something which is broken in your house, or you want to redo the entire room for your kids because they've grown up, or you want to change the look of your living room, this is the time frame when the customer who approaches a financial institution to pay this upfront with a lump sum loan, this falls under home improvement loan category. We discussed a loan which is related to renovation of your home. What if you need an extra room in your home? What if you need an entire new floor in your home? We know the families are growing with all Indian consumers. Whether you're welcoming a new kid, your kids are growing up, they need their privacy and extra room. Whether your son or a daughter is getting married and you need a separate floor for them to maintain their privacy. This is where home extension loan can come in handy for you, so that you can borrow from this bank, make this structural change based on how your architect has recommended you by adding an extra room or a floor in your home, and get it funded from home loan. Now let's discuss a very unique scenario. This is a scenario where you bought, say, a 2 BHK flat, and now, unlike a bungalow, you can't add a room, or you can't add a couple of rooms because your parents have moved in with you, you've got a kid who needs a private place to study, or you're working from home and hence you need a separate room to have privacy from the hustle bustle at home. What would you do in such scenario, right? It's very, very important that when the consumer is looking to upgrade from, say, this 2 BHK to a 3 BHK or a 4 BHK, that means completely buying a new property. But guess what? Your home loan on the previous property is still going on. In such events, there's a home loan available which is called as home conversion loan. This ensures saying that your last outstanding of the previous house can be moved for against the new house purchase, and this is called as home conversion loan. This ensures that you don't have to really wait to have sold this house, then procure or get the entire money from the buyer, and then go out in the market to find a new home, put that as a deposit and get another home loan, right? This makes your life seamless. Now, there could be a scenario where you are in urgent need of some cash, whether it's for some personal emergency or there is some cash flow issue which you're trying to deal with, and it's a very temporary need. In such events, going for a personal loan which is very, very expensive, or going for any of the non-regular ways of funding like asking your relatives or friends or so on and so forth, could sometimes be very annoying. And that's where the top of home loan could be very, very easy fix for you. A, it comes as 50 basis point or 0.5% more expensive than a normal home loan. B, it has limited paperwork because bank already has your property with them against your home loan. And this loan can be availed for a very short-term period and you can pay back this loan very quickly. This is called as top-up home loan. Let's discuss a very unique proposition which is called as loan against property, or very commonly known as LAP in banking terminology. In our entire lifetime, we have a lot of big ticket expenses. One of them is buying a home itself. But more often than not, people pay back home loan in an accelerated manner to ensure they don't have debt on their head. That means you have a home which you live in and it's completely debt-free. Now suddenly, say your kid wants to go for education and the cost of education is very high, whether the kid is studying in India or whether the kid is going and studying abroad. Whether you're looking at buying an additional property from an investment perspective, where do you get such a large chunk of money, right? In these events, you can put your already existing home, which is completely debt-free now, as a part of mortgage with any of the financial institution and borrow against that. This is called as loan against property. Again, this also is a very, very affordable way of funding your next investment, whether it's in your children's education or whether it's buying a property which otherwise could have costed you more. Now let's discuss one of the key weapons you have in your lifetime of existing home loan to ensure that you get the right deal and you can reduce the impact of how much interest you pay on that entire lifetime of having that home loan, which is called as home loan balance transfer. Or in banking terminology, you will see bankers talking about it from the lens of BT, which is essentially short form of balance transfer. Many a times, because you're under the pressure of builder to pay on time, get the loan approved very quickly, you may settle for a certain lender at that point of time who's willing to fit and crunch all of this within timeline. But over a period of time, you may realize that this lender is more expensive than what is available in the market. This lender probably has worse service than you actually need. It could also be the case that at that point of time, this lender gave you higher percentage of amount required versus say other bank at that point of time, or your preferred bank at that point of time could have given you, and hence you settled for them. But as soon as you've reached that mark where now other financial institutions also are open to lending you, is when you now start comparing interest rate and other tenure, their post-sale service, etc. with all other financial institutions, and you find out that a bank B is much better than your current bank which you're banking with for your home loan. And this transfer of loan is called as balance transfer. That means only the outstanding amount is moved from your current bank to the next bank which you think is a better deal for you. This type of loan is called as home loan balance transfer. Let's discuss a very unique proposition which is joint home loan. Now, many a times when you're buying your first home, you may not have the financial wherewithal. You don't have the income to buy, say, a 2, 3, 4 crore rupee property at this point of time. At such junctures, a banker would ask you to say include your husband or your wife in the loan structure. They may ask you to include your father, your mother, your sibling. What that does is both of these people's income put together ensures that now you have access to this property from a financial eligibility standpoint. These loans are called as joint home loans. Last but not the least is another very unique home loan structure which is called as NRI Home Loan. Now in NRI Home Loan, if you are a person of Indian origin but you're working abroad and you are non-resident Indian, in such events, it could be a case that you've had a lifelong dream to own a property in India, or you think the Indian market is ripe for investment perspective. It could be a case that you've worked hard for last 1 decade and now you want to ensure that your parents have a comfortable house to stay in. In such events, you can purchase a home in India and it can be funded by financial institutions under home loan. This is called as NRI Home Loan. You will find this product almost at all financial institutions, including public sector banks like SBI, Bank of Baroda, or any public sector bank for that matter. And that essentially finishes the types of home loans which we could have discussed. This is an exhaustive list, whether it's based on the specific need you may have, or the structure in which you're borrowing, or the ownership structure. We have tried to cover each part of this home loan ecosystem so that you have all of these in one place in a very simplistic way for you to understand. I'm sure through this video you've understood 11 different types of home loan categorization based on the purpose you have as a consumer. But it could be the case that you're still confused. Don't worry, we are here to help you. You can reach out to Peaceful Loans expert advisors either by clicking the link mentioned in the description box to book a free consultation call. B, you can call us directly or on the phone number given in the description box. You can even WhatsApp us on the same number. And last but not the least is you can leave a comment under this video and be rest assured that my team will respond to each of this comment. Once you are in touch with us, we will assign you an expert advisor who will ensure that he or she will guide you at every step of this home loan process to ensure that you save time and money. Watch the video so far. I'm sure you found this content useful. As a vote of confidence and encouragement for me and my team to continue producing more of these so that many like you could be benefited by this, please ensure that you like and subscribe to this channel so that next time when we put up an informative video like this about home loan or education loan or any other type of loan, you're alerted and you can go through that video and enhance your knowledge and save time and money.